I'm freaking sweating. Say hi to YouTube. Oh, oh, oh. He was just let out of his cage, so he's like,
It's game time and I'm up one. Name something I ain't done. Name a body that's my type. Air Jordan, I'll take flight. I'm next level, I'm franchise.
You are winner, juliarene.
Good morning, buff babes and bros, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is juliarene. I'm an IFBB Wellness Pro, and I want to welcome you to my Road to Olympia series. My voice is a little raspy this morning. I had to wake up at 5:30 to take Zachary to the airport again. So it's about 6:30 right now, and I'm at the gym, and I really just today wanted to take you through a day in the life of me on prep. What a typical day looks like, training, eating, supplements. I wanted to also go over everything waist trainer because I've been getting a lot of questions about them and like how to use them, which one to get. So I wanted to do that, and I'm also gonna have a giveaway for you for Squeeze Me Skinny later on in the video. So let's go and do cardio. I really just want to sit in the car and not go in, but the longer I sit here and talk to you, I'm just prolonging it because I'm gonna go. Okay, let's go. Hey guys, we brought back the yoga mat behind the chair because that is how much I'm freaking sweating. And it keeps falling and I'm dripping. So we're gonna go home and we're gonna have some breakfast because I am at the point in prep where my stomach is growling during cardio. Pleasant. Okay, so since we're talking about waist trainers today, and you guys saw this morning when I was putting this one on, I want you to show you what it looks like when I take it off. This is also what helps me sweat so much and relieve a lot of inflammation around my stomach. It's definitely had time to dry, but this whole thing is wet. And all of it just goes right down my butt crack. Rule number one, when you get out of the shower, every single time you put lotion on. That's what my mama learned me.
And that's all I have to say about that.
And that's why my mama is about, I think she's about to be 59, and she legit has the best skin ever. So you always just gotta lotion up, especially if you're someone like me who takes really hot showers because the hot showers dry your skin out. And we ain't gonna try and go around with no ashy elbows. Not today, not any day, everywhere, even your butt. Buddy. No, I love you. Why are you so handsome? Oh, you ruined it. Every time I put the pillows nice and clean, he feels the need to ruin them. Ain't that right, buddy? Say hi to YouTube. Oh, and step number 2. Always make your bed, because a cluttered space is a cluttered mind. You don't want to end up like Vision. Every single morning, I reorganize my couch, put all my pillows, fold all my blankets, and then Vision ruins it within 0.5 seconds, and then I have to do it again. It's like a constant occurrence.
A few moments later.
He's literally doing it right now. Stop it! Okay, so before I make breakfast, I want to show you guys how I learned how to do a vacuum, because a lot of you guys have been asking. So before I have anything like really in my stomach, it's best to do it on an empty stomach. I do have water in my stomach, but I'm still able to do it because I've been able to master, well, not master it because I'm still a newbie, but there's a couple different ways that you can do it. So you can do it almost like in a doggy style. You can do it bent over with your hands on your knees. You can do it just standing up. You can do it laying down. So I'm gonna show you a couple of the different ways. But what I want to show you most importantly, hopefully you guys can see all right, that when you're pulling, a lot of people say to imagine your belly button, you're pulling your belly button to your back. So for me, that didn't really work, because when I did that, I was just flexing my abs. So I imagine that I'm pulling my belly button up into my rib cage to get the full effect. So if I just pull to my belly button, I just kind of suck it in. But if I pull to my belly button and up, then we get that. I still haven't mastered breathing while having it, so still a newbie here. So you're going to let all the air out of your stomach. Suck it all in and suck the belly button up into the ribs. That's just the mental note that helped me. So first, I'll show you what it can look like when you're bending over. Let's see, hopefully you guys can see. Lighting over here is not that great. Okay, this will be better. Let me move this. So, bending over, hands on the knees, like you're gonna twerk, but you're not. Let all the air out. Suck your belly button in and up to your ribs. Whew. It's like this weird feeling. You're gonna do it a couple times and it's just gonna feel like you're flexing. And then with practice, one day it's literally just going to click, because what you need to do is you need to wire your brain to connect to that area, which is hard to connect to because we never do. Like when we're connecting to our abs, it's always like flexing instead of like bringing it in. And what this does is work the inner core, which we never really touch. So it helps with slimming your waist, shaping it. It's like an intense ab workout. So you could do it like that. You can also do it standing up. So I kind of do it standing up, but I'm also kind of hunched a little bit. Let it out, let it hang. One thing that I was also doing is I was touching that area and like pushing it in like this. to help me know, okay, you need to pull from here, you need to pull from here, and it helps a lot. You can also do it laying down. I think most people find this way the easiest. So you lay down, breathe out. Also, you could touch this area so that you know where to pull from. And then lastly, you could try it like this. This one also helps a lot. Breathe out. Suck it in, hold it. Okay, now that we've done that, what I have been doing is, well, my coach has been having me. I do it 5 times a week, typically like in the morning when I'm fasted, and I do 5 rounds holding for 30 seconds. So if you just want some sort of like routine to do to help you, let me know down below if this helped at all, if you guys are gonna do it. But now we're gonna make some breakfast. Okay, so first on our list of things, we're gonna make our good poo-poo juice. So I do 2 ounces of the aloe vera juice, which I have been loving. If you guys have seen me use it in the past video, this is something that my coach is having me take in the morning, and it's really just for better digestion, to be honest. And then we got 1 heaping scoop of the Opti greens. This is obviously, you know, your serving of greens and veggies. Has incredible anti-bloat qualities. So if you are someone that struggles with gut health issues, you don't have to. Reds obviously has a lot of fruits, vegetables, antioxidants, and so now I'm gonna fill it with a little bit more water. There we go. Now, typically, every time, not typically, every time, I take it with the multi-fiber, but your girl uses it every single day that I ran out. So my juice is not complete, but I'm still gonna have the other stuff because it's good. Cheers to being an adult. There's something in my eye. After my meals that have carbohydrates, my coach has me taking a serving of GDA, which is a glucose disposal agent. I have never used this regularly, but I always have it because whenever I am on my peak week for show and I start refilling up with carbohydrates, I use this, but I never thought to use it on my everyday life. So basically, I'm just gonna read from the bottle because I've only used it because my coaches have told me. I never really knew much about it and what it does, but GDA it has the ability to increase your muscle sensitivity to insulin, which will promote healthier blood sugar levels. Blah, 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 blah. By storing more glucose in the muscle, you're decreasing the amount of glucose that can be converted into stored fat. As an increase in muscle glucose, also known as glycogen, translate to greater athletic performance. So in short words, what this means to me is that it helps you properly use the carbohydrates that are in your meals. So I have carbohydrates in this meal, so I will be taking this with it. And in every single meal, this is not a First Form product. It's called Ravenous by Project AD, and it's actually an appetite accelerant and digestive supercharging matrix. So I take 1 to 2 of these almost every meal, but all the meals that have carbs have the glucose disposal agent so that I'm properly processing the carbohydrates and using them. And this is interesting. I was like, why would I need something like this that makes me hungrier? I'm already hungrier. So I've been really loving it. I've been definitely seeing the benefits of this and this together, especially when I have my higher carb meal that's right before my training session to give me the most amount of energy. Using this helps me use the carbohydrates to the most that I can. Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. One thing that I have been noticing is that I am getting really cold very easily these days. And this usually happens when my body fat gets lower because you don't got any of that nice and squishy fat to keep you warm for the winter. Even though it's basically spring, but I'm freezing. So I'm gonna make a quick little coffee before my binge eating support call. Hey everybody!
Good morning.
How's it going, Gina? Hey, Alyssa, Marlene, and Haley, Shalika. Man, do I have a heavy topic for you today. Last week, I posted a question and I asked you guys, what is something that you just need to let go of? Something that you're struggling with. And that was probably one of the most responses I have gotten from a post on that in a really long time. And so I was reading through them last week and then I read through them again this morning, and it was really overwhelming reading them because I saw myself in each one of the posts the people were making. There was people talking about how they couldn't look at themselves in the mirror, how they felt when they eat certain foods, and it just literally made me want to cry. So I just want to encourage you to start focusing on the real reason you're doing this. What's the why behind what you're doing? And right now, if it is from a place of you hate your body, that's okay. But how can we start switching that into, I want to do this so that I can be the best version of myself with my family, with my partner, with my kids. It needs to come from a deeper place than I don't like the way I look, I want to fit in these jeans. Because once you get there, it's going to feel empty. The more time that you focus on the things that actually matter, instead of the stupid things that society has told us matter, this is going to be the most incredible journey that you can ever have. Okay guys, so first what I'm gonna do is go over how to choose your waist trainer size. This is really difficult for a lot of people because they feel like they don't get the correct size, but I have a solution. So first what you're going to do is you're going to measure your torso size. Watch Vision in the back freaking out. He was just let out of his cage, so he's like, ah! So what you're going to do is get a measuring tape, and the torso size, which is going to be the length of the waist trainer, like how far down it goes, that's really just preference. So if you like less coverage, if you just want it to be really short, then you pick the 8-inch. If you want it to be a little bit medium size, you pick the 10. If you want it to do cover everything and go further down, you do 12. For me, I have the 10-inch. The 8-inch is too short, and then the 12 is too long for me, so the 10 is perfect. So first, we're going to measure for the torso length so that we can get an idea of which sizing chart to use. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna measure from your right under your bra line to right below your bikini line, right here. So for me, it's about 11. So I have a pretty long torso for how short I am. So mine's about 11, and that's why I decided to pick the 10-inch. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop up the correct sizing chart for the 10-inch, because if you have the 8-inch or if you choose the 8-inch, You can measure and pick, but you can also just pick off of preference, really. So now I'll pull up the sizing guide that has the short, I think it's the short and then the medium torso length, and then we'll find out what size we get. So now to figure out what size, you're going to measure your waist at the smallest point. So it's usually about 1 inch above your belly button. So let me look in the mirror to do this. Okay, so I have, right now it's about a 26, but you're supposed to measure it right when you wake up in the morning. And right in the morning, I'm about 25.5 inches. So now I'll pop up that on the screen so that you can see. Now you know what length that you have chosen, because either you've done preference or you have done the measuring. And then find out where your waist measurement falls within that and choose. So for me, I fall within the extra small category. So my waist trainer is a extra small. So now that you have chosen what size and what length, now you choose what kind of waist trainer you want. Okay, so this is the one that I like to use for cardio. The reason that I like to use this one for cardio is because it's a lot more movable. So it doesn't have bones, and I'll show you what that means. It's a little bit more flexible, and when you're moving and you're doing cardio, it kind of hurts to have the ones that have bones in it. So this is the one I use for cardio. On the website, it's called the neoprene one, and it's obviously it's like the only one that has yellow in it. So as you see, this is the 10-inch one, and it's the size extra small, so it fits me perfectly. And it also has the little, what are these called? The hooks. So when you first get it, you're most likely going to be on the first hook with no matter what size you get. But as you kind of break it in, you'll get to the second and you'll get to the third. It will be pretty tight when you first get it. And the back actually is a little bit shorter on all of them than the front, so that when you put it on, it doesn't go and cut your glute off. So you see how it's a little bit shorter, it goes right above it. It's very, very comfortable. This one is really comfortable for cardio. So now I'll show you one of the ones that has the bones in it. And this is the one, see how you can see these little bones in the back, and you can see them through here. They're like harder. So these are the more aggressive style waist trainers. These are the ones that you use for more like shaping, that you would use all day. So I haven't used a waist trainer all day in a really long time, because that's just not really what I use it for. For me, I just like using these as tools. I don't necessarily believe that this is what's going to make me thin. Diet, cardio is always the thing that comes first. Then tools come after that. Tools, supplements, etc., stuff like that. But for me, like I told you guys, 4 weeks out from my show, I'm gonna be using this aggressive style waist trainer all day, because I want to test to see if it will shrink my waist more leading up to the show. So I'll let you guys know once I start that, once we're about 4 weeks out. So like I said, yellow one, a lot more flexible. I use that for my cardio in the morning. There's other sport ones that are not the neoprene one that you can get if you don't want to get this one. There's other sport waist trainers. These are the aggressive ones that have bones in them. And the same thing, they have the little 3 tabs, a little bit shorter in the back. And this one's more so if you're gonna wear it like all day, or you're gonna wear it under something. So we have that, and I just wanted to show you like an example of some of the patterns. So here's a little pattern that they have. It's super cute. This one I think is a sport one as well. It has 2 bones though, but not as many as the other one does. And then there is another one of the patterns that they had especially for me, because it's teal and orange. This one I think is a sport one as well. It has only like a couple of bones, just like that other one. So now you know what size waist trainer to get, what length that you want, and which kind. You know, it just depends on what your goals are. So if you're going to be doing like cardio in the morning, you can get one that's sporty. And then if you want to do waist training during the day, you can get an aggressive one and then like swap it out. So you can use like this one for the cardio, and then clean it, which it's only machine wash, and I'll go over that in a second. And then you can put this one on afterwards, after you're all showered and clean, and wear that throughout the day. So you're not supposed to wash your waist trainers. Never wash your waist trainers. I did it one time and it just ruins it. So in order to protect it, it's just hand wash. And they also have a spray online, is their waist trainer cleaner. And you just spray it and then wipe off the excess and then just let it air dry so that it can remove any bacteria. Another thing that helps is I like using the seaweed wrap. You guys have saw me use that this morning. It also helps protect the waist trainer from basically deteriorating faster. That's why, because this is such a strong product. So whenever I put this product on, it has CBD in it. It helps with inflammation. It also helps with pain. It helps make you sweat a lot in that area and pull water from that area. So I put this on like y'all saw, and then I put this over it. And then your waist trainer of choice whenever you're doing your cardio. For me, I just prefer the sport one. And then you guys have seen me using tons of those. I literally have like 10 now of the seamless shapewear camis, because these can be used for anything. Because if you can tell, if you go look right up close, right here, it has, and you can see it inside, because inside you could see it a little bit better. See how it has this little, it's like a grip. So it's grippy, so it helps not slip, and it literally like sucks you in. So these are really cute, even not for cardio. The reason that I like to put it over everything, because for me, I like it to look like seamless, you know what I mean? Instead of like, you can see like all the tight, like the cream coming out or whatever. Because at a certain point, when I'm doing this much cardio, the cream is like dripping down my butt. So this helps keep everything like locked in. I put it over it, and you can also use them for going out because it's seamless. You can't see anything through it, and it's like so sculpting. And you can put some high-waisted jeans or some shorts, or it can be like your little onesie, whatever you want to do with it. So I have these, and then they also have a little, here's one, this one's super cute. It's supposed to be worn like this. So if you have a going out skirt or something that you want to wear, it goes up to here, and it has shorts, and it has the little butt scrunchie in the back. But these are perfect. I love, and it has the grips on the inside as well. Like, they make the best shapewear, and not just for like sports stuff, but for going out. Like whenever you're going and you're wearing something really fancy, and like you don't want your underwear line to show, because it's like you're wearing something super cute and you want it to all just like be, you know, and then maybe you ate a lot and your belly's like mine does, and it'll just like tighten everything in. But here's another one of the seamless. This is the one that I use. This one has a little bit of a thicker band, the seamless cami, and then this is the cami that has the thinner band. So you have a couple choices of what you want to use. I also wanted to show you guys how to put one on, just in case you don't know. So this side goes up with the little hook. It goes at the top, and then this goes at the bottom. And what I like to do is start from the top. So I'll pull this, and then I like stretch it out, suck it in, and do my first hook. And then once you have your first hook, it's so much easier from there. So what you can do too is hook this in. Did I get it? It's kind of hard to do this when I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Come on. I'm not gonna hook it because I don't need to. But then you just inch your way down, suck it in, inch, suck it in, inch. Boom. There it is. Fits perfectly. Then you could put your, leggings or your shorts over it, and then it fits perfectly in the back. Goes right along your glute. Oh my God, look at my hammy. Wow! Can we just take a moment to appreciate these gains? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Anywho, hope that helped, guys. I hope you learned a little bit about waist trainers and, you know, like my process behind everything and all the little tools. I am gonna be giving away a pretty big gift card for Squeeze Me Skinny. All you gotta do is comment down below your favorite part of today's video and you are entered in the giveaway, and I will pick it a couple days after this video posts. So now I'm gonna make my pre-workout meal because it's my favorite.
Back off, I'm starving.
Okay, we are off to the gym to train quads. This is my new workout program for my quad focused leg day, which is on Tuesdays now instead of Mondays. So I figured, you know, you guys might like to see what it is. Okay guys, we're starting off this workout with 15 minutes of incline treadmill. I like to do it at incline 12 and speed 3. Now, after that, Renee is here and we're gonna attach the new fit machine to my quads so we can start with some squats. I've been using this new fit machine on my legs for over 2 years, and it has helped me so much with my mind to muscle connection, especially with the areas that I struggle to connect with, which for me, it's my glutes and my hamstrings. It also sends pulses to your muscles for a more intense workout. So our first workout, we started with squats. We did 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps, increasing the weight each set until I found a challenging weight. He also had me do a slight pause at the bottom and flexed my legs at the top of the movement. After we worked through the 4 sets, we moved into lunges. I used 2 35 pounds and we did 4 sets of 10 on each leg. So 10 on one leg, 10 on the other, that's 1 set. I stepped forward, keeping my chest up and lifted and keeping all the tension on that front working quad. After that, we moved into a death set of leg press. We started with 1 plate on each side and did 10 reps. Then added 2 plates and did 10 reps. Then added another 2 plates and did 10 reps. Then at that, we were at the max weight that I can do, and then we dropped 2 plates and did 10 reps. Dropped 2 more plates and did 10 reps. And completed that until I reached back to 1 plate on each side. Once I reached 1 plate on each side, I did 20 extra reps. And that is the whole set. There's no rest in between. It is a pretty big set and it blows up your quads so much. So after we did that, it was a little hard for me to get out of the leg press machine. We moved into leg extensions. I started with 4 sets of 12 and paused at the top for a second. And then after the 4th set, we dropped the weight by 20 pounds and I did 10 fast reps, which also blew up my quads even more. Then lastly, we moved into standing hamstring curls. We did 3 sets of 12 on each leg. And after the 3rd set, we dropped the weight and did 10 more reps. Then after those 10 reps, we did an iso hold, holding the contraction at the top for 20 seconds. Then we repeated this on the other side. Then I finished with the rest of my post-workout cardio, which was pretty freaking hard, and then worked on some posing, which was okay. I did all right doing it, and it was pretty hard after leg day, but you know, this is the name of the game. But I promised myself that I was going to continue to do my posing, even if it wasn't my best, but I gave it my best. The best that I can do in the moment that I had. And that was my leg day. Okay guys, it is the evening. I just finished my last 2 meals and I am absolutely wiped out from today's activity. to the T's, but I just wanted to update you guys on how my first week with my new coach went, and it's going super well. So I was about 149 when I started with him, and then my first check-in with him, I was 146.4. So we're losing weight, guys, and you know, if we keep losing weight at this rate, then it's a good sign. It's good. So my next weigh-in is going to be this Thursday. So my next video, you'll get to see if we made a new low weight and how my body's looking. We're gonna do a full physique update and everything. So I'm really excited about this one because I think there's gonna be a lot of changes from the last months. So other than that, you know, I'm feeling, at the end of the week, I'm feeling pretty run down. My hunger levels between each meal aren't so bad, but I have a feeling that, you know, maybe after this check-in, because things were going so well with the first check-in that we kept the plan the same and we didn't change anything because it was working. If something's working, you just don't, you know, if it ain't broke, you don't fix it. So, but we're getting closer to the show date, which I still haven't really told you guys about because I just told you guys so many times about different shows, and I'm just gonna zip my lip until I know for sure. So if all goes as planned, I'll let you know what the changes are going to be on Thursday's video, which I'm excited to tell you guys about. And yeah, my body's really feeling it. I'm getting cold easier. You know, my body's getting kind of frail and I'm bruising very easily, which is something that kind of happens when you get, you know, to a low body fat percentage. You're more prone to injuries, which is a weird thing. You're like turn into like a little baby. And yeah, any extra activities that are not what I'm doing for my training for the show is like worse. So tomorrow is a little bit chiller of a day of training, so hopefully I can recover, and then we get back at it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I finally get a rest day. So that's how it's going to be, you know, until it starts to change. But I'll let you guys know Thursday what the new updates are. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, I love you all so much, and you are more powerful than you think. Bye.